The following clip you're about to see is a small excerpt taken from my exclusive show on Rumble called Lies You Can Trust. It's fully uncensored because Rumble does freedom of speech. You can check it out live every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. But for now, enjoy this clip. Do you like yourself some corrupt judges? I'll bet you do. Bet you don't. There's something extremely fishy has come out about the judge who, Trump, you probably saw, like, quick summary, day or two ago, a Trump administration deported, it was like 200 some major dangerous Venezuelan gang members, deported them to El Salvador. El Salvador because they're going to keep them in really shitty prisons. They won't have good lives, but they'll keep them in those prisons. Trump didn't want to deport them to Venezuela because he said they'll just be set free and they'll come back across our border and us up once again. So he had all these heinous foreign, can we say that louder? Foreign criminals on a plane headed to El Salvador when an Obama-appointed judge created a ruling demanding that Trump not deport these criminals. Why would you possibly ever do that? What is the benefit? Come on. But by the time the judge issued the rule and said, yeah, against the law, I can't deport them, Trump administration's like, planes in international airspace, go fuck yourself. They're already out. And that's what happened. And then the White House. Some say this is a trolling video, and I like to think of it that way too. But closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. This is footage of the illegals doing illegal things. Notorious Venezuelan gang members being deported.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who wants to take me home.
Border Patrol. Border Patrol is exactly who will take you home. What about this judge? You see headlines like this. Federal judge orders deportation flights carrying alleged Venezuelan gangbangers to return to the U.S. We want them for the good of our country. How's that good, Judge? Blocks Trump from invoking Alien Enemies Act. So the Alien Enemies Act is, I guess, the legal precedence of how and why we would do this common sense thing. Thank God that exists. Update from that headline. Hey. Plane was in international airspace. Sorry, Judge. Unfortunately, your rule of law doesn't do much here. Daily Wire has a little write-up about it. Now, this is interesting because some would say, well, that judge seems a little bit suspicious. Congressman already today has written up articles of impeachment for that judge. I don't know what the likelihood is of that judge actually being impeached or disbarred or anything, but not surprising. But the plot thickens. The suspicious plot with this judge who tries to stop dangerous Venezuelan gang members from leaving our country. Tries to stop that. Tries to keep them in our country. Here's the thickening of the plot. The Obama judge blocking Trump's deportation of illegal criminal gang members has a daughter whose NGO, which are typically funded by governments, USAID, non-government organization. Wow, that sounds it. Yeah, it's funded by the government. Okay. Provides legal services to illegals, including TDA and MS-13 members, and is funded by government grants. Weird how non-government organizations are funded by government grants. So, here's the dots. If you're as stupid as I am, let me connect them for you. This is the Obama judge's daughter who tried to keep the gang members here. They were MS-13 gang members. And his daughter provides legal services to these exact gang members. Did the judge have a conflict of interest? Sure as hell seems like it. And to say it's his daughter, I think would be an understatement. I would be surprised if that's just his daughter. Wow, her charitable non-government, organization provides legal services to these barbaric gang members. So we're not going to let him leave. We're going to try to stop it. I doubt that's his only motivation. What else could be a conflict that would have this judge trying to block him? What'd you say, Obama? Keep him here? Destroy the country? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Thank you for the checks every year, Mr. Obama, who appointed the Obama Judge, we gotta deport. We can't deport them. That's just xenophobic. We can't deport them without their families. They don't have families here. Can't deport them. It's bad. They're in international airspace. Well, fuck. Obama, honestly, they were in international airspace. I tried. I swear. You saw my ruling. Please. No. Don't give them the tapes. You're on those tapes too. So we're good? Good for now? No, I don't want to go to dinner at the Clintons. No, I've got kids. Okay. I'll try harder next time. I'll be quicker next time. I promise. Barack. By the way, Michelle's dick's hanging out. I'm not going to just tell her. Okay. I'd imagine, I don't have the transcripts. That was the actual conversation, but there's a 99% chance that that's exactly how it went. I'm a journalist here, okay? 99% chance that's exactly how it went. You heard it here first, folks. You can publish this as though it's your own story. I don't care. You don't even give me credit. In fact, please don't reference me. I'd rather I'm asking you not to. Don't reference me. Don't let me be your source on this. We'll get back to the video in a second, but first, here's a random question for you. Have you ever wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? Well, I recently saw a video he made and I was shocked. Chuck Norris is in his 80s and still active and kicking butt like he's decades younger. What's even more shocking is he's stronger, can work out longer, and still has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. He did this by making just one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s, and in fact, his wife was so impressed by this one thing, she started doing it too. She's never felt better. She says she feels 10 years younger, she's leaner, and has plenty of energy. Now, to unveil the mystery, Chuck Norris made a video that explains everything. Be sure to watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/JP or click the link in the video description below. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/JP or click the link in the video description below. You will not believe how simple it is. And hey, just a reminder, the legendary Chuck Norris is a whopping 84 years old, yet has more energy than most 40-year-olds, maybe even including me. And he discovered he can make dramatic changes to his health by focusing on just 3 things that typically sabotage people as they age. Watch Chuck Norris's method by clicking on the link in the description below or go to chuckdefense.com/JP. Now back to our video. This fascinated me for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't know Matt Gaetz had his own news show now on the OAN network. My videographer Cal predicted this back when he was saying yeah, Gaetz is definitely not being approved for attorney general. This is just all a sham to get him out of hot water. And which all came true. And then he predicted, yeah, Gaetz is going to have his own news show. So Gaetz has his own news show. Cal's right about most things. And Matt Gaetz reports that one of the planes deporting these heinous criminals, the criminals tried to hijack the plane. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, ladies and gentlemen? They tried to hijack a plane. The judge wants them back in this country. We want to keep those fine people who are willing to hijack a plane here. But apparently they didn't really know how to do it too well, so they backed off. It's fine. It's probably better that way. Here's how I would approve of that hijacking. Now, I'm not pro hijacking. Don't clip this. Hijacking's wrong. But if it's going to happen with all these Venezuelan murderous gang members, here's the way I would like it to go down. They try storming the cockpit. Pilots know what's up. They're like, they're going to get the door down. These fucking idiots probably don't know how to fly a plane. They'll probably demand we fly it, threaten us with violence. Then once we land, they'll probably kill us. So before they get in, just parachute out. In fact, before they jump out, of the windshield of the plane, it's my story, my fantasy. They probably unlock the cockpit door and see ya, fuckers, and dive out. Then what are the chances that any of those gang members know how to fly, whatever it is, 747, it's like a legit airplane. You're not going to know how to fly. What? There's 400 switches. Shit. Can you just do the steering wheel? Huh? So that's something we should all think about.